Hello, beautiful listeners. Yes, that's you. You're beautiful. Welcome to episode 22 of the Adventures in Novus podcast. Remember, all of our social stuff, including the X-Twit, is in the notes. We welcome any and every comment, and let's just jump into it. Today, we have a special surprise for you. A quick and special thanks to Mike for figuring out how to get another microphone set up so we can introduce our fourth adventurer. He's a fellow super nerd with years of Pathfinder and D&D experience, and he will bring that all to the table, and we are very excited to have him aboard. Let's all welcome Danny to the mix.
Hey, welcome.
Hello.
And there was much rejoice.
Yes. Danny, why don't you tell us a bit about yourself?
All right. Well, I will say something. I've been playing role-playing games for probably 15 years or so, at least.
You're old.
Yeah, right. Started with 3.5. Then
That's where I got my start too.
yeah. And then the game that should not be named, 4th edition.
Yes. Oh, gross.
And then we upgraded to Pathfinder, and then sort of slid between stuff since then. 5th edition, other stuff. But yeah, do everything nerdy.
Excellent. We are very excited to have you aboard. And so, this episode will be in a different part of Novus, and our group will be playing new characters today. But worry not. We are getting back to our normal group, who are now in Betchland, soon enough. It will all tie into our main story, I promise. Let's start by giving our glorious and patient fans some information about your new characters. They will be level 3, and just for the super nerds, the characters were made with the 25-point buy system. For the non-nerds, that is the amount they're allowed to spend on their stats, like strength, for example. 25 is the most, because I am a kind and gentle DM. GM, who cares? However, we made Danny roll for his stats like our main campaign characters.
You want me to just roll them?
All right,
Ready, or-
roll away.
All right. Okay, let's go all 6s. All right, so I just rolled a 12. Oh, math, that's another 12.
Like it?
Big start.
Good start.
Who knew adding up 3 numbers was that difficult?
Math is hard.
Oh, that's
Mighty 13.
bad, 13.
Yeah, right. I don't know.
Oh boy, that's an 8. Looks like that's a dump stat.
We hope.
All right, 4 out of 6.
Okay, come on.
Oh, Danny. Danny boy, Danny.
That's an 11.
Loving these rolls so far.
Hold on,
Yeah.
hold on. Stop.
Okay.
Stop. This is obscene.
You think this is gonna help?
Yeah.
What you should do is just say that you didn't like the take and that you want to do a retake.
I just hate the way my voice sounds.
Exactly.
All right, these are some special dice.
This for his last one.
Switch it up because these have
Last
been
one?
All right.
garbaggio.
Yeah.
ruined my dice.
You didn't help.
You ruined my
You
dice.
didn't help at all. So that's
This can't possibly be my fault.
I think you so far have an unusable character. So
yeah,
see what
Bye.
Derek can give you.
that's beautiful. That's 12, 13, 8, 11, and
literally
10.
unusable.
Yeah.
All right. Here's hoping that I have the lowest dice possible. 4 ones.
That's a crack. No, it wasn't.
10.
Destined to die.
I gave you a 10.
I think you can only cast level 1 spells, or maybe level 2.
Oh my god.
Yeah, for now.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So I will give you one final dice roll because that is pretty brutal.
Yeah.
Well, we did have the
This is
option
pretty
to do
standard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Danny's
for
pretty
me,
bad.
anyways. Yeah.
Before we rolled ours, we had the option to switch to a point buy if it was unplayable.
That's deep in my notes. I don't remember what point buy I would have given.
It's up to you guys. I'll play with whatever. Just might not last that long.
Yeah, his character's definitely gonna die in the
Yeah.
first, right away.
Yeah, you don't want it to be stupid. Like shit.
Yeah. It's not good.
if they're Danny?
Like what is that if a point buy? Like 10?
Definitely not 15.
Yeah.
In fact, you have a 5-point buy right now.
There we go.
Wow.
So like a basic human or whatever, basic character starts with all 10s.
Yeah.
Danny has got 5 extra points to work with, which would be worse than like a laborer.
Yeah.
A standard laborer, basically.
Yep.
Damn those elite
Fantastic.
laborers looking down at me from their ivory towers.
making their single-digit copper per year.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. You can either roll 2 more times or do the 20-point buy system for your character.
Well, based on my current rolling, and with the intention of having this character last more than 1 session, I think I might buy my points.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I want to see.
Let's
see. These would be the next 2.
18.
18 on my first roll. Let's just see. My second one is 14. Okay, so those are the next 2.
Beautiful. Didn't I say that in the car? That I was going to roll terribly?
You in fact said that exact thing, and I backed you up because I've seen you roll dice before.
Yeah. All right, well, you have to give me a couple minutes to...
So we were gonna make Danny roll for his stats, but they were probably the worst stats I've ever seen in my life. For example, for these characters that our group is gonna be playing, we offered them the 25-point buy system, as we do in Tales. Danny was the equivalent of a 5-point buy system.
Oh,
and, yeah, and
Coming in hot.
I like, I like to terrorize my players, but even for me, that's a little bit too much torture. So, as a penalty, he will just do the 20-point buy system. So, with that out of the way, let's introduce our new characters with our new player, Danny. What race and class are you playing today?
Balethor Mindweaver is a half-elf summoner.
Ooh, and what does he look like?
Oh, I have a little right up here. Balethor Mindweaver is dressed for travel. He's 5'8", 185 pounds. He's got dirty blonde hair, long in a ponytail. His skin is a sun-tanned brown, and his eyes are a paradise blue.
Exciting. A little bit of a fatty, no? 185 pounds, 5'8".
Yeah.
You calling me fat?
He's fluffy.
Whoa. No, hold on.
Is that the same as you?
That's pretty much my dimensions. You calling me fat, man?
You don't know where he's been.
You don't know how the weight's distributed.
Well, I'm excited.
It's all in his thighs.
It is. I'm a soccer player.
Yeah.
We've never had a summoner before. Can I get a little backstory on Balethor?
Yeah. So, that's a good question. What to reveal? Well, Balethor is a...
Never nude.
Well, right now he's an adventurer. He travels around Novus, attempting to right the wrongs that he finds along the way. Is not a particular fan of people and nations that pick on the weaker. So he takes particular interest in that. Him and his best friend is Eidolon, Majarathai, that comes along with him when he's outside, but he tends to keep her tucked away when he's in the cities, because nobody really wants to see that.
What does it look like?
Oh, what does it look like? That's a great question. Majarathai, or Maggie, as he calls her, is a 6-foot-tall, medium-sized creature of outsider origin. It's very clear from the alien complexion and the one large circular orange eye adorning her head, as well as the myriad of spikes and legions on her flesh. Her arms extend to almost ape-like in length, but they have long claws at the end instead of her fingers. Her mouth is agape most of the time, and anyone looking can see it's full of razor-sharp teeth. Her eye is always moving, staring at one person or another, and anyone who gets too close to Balethor fall under the orange glow of her eye. On her forehead, there's a glowing rune that sits right up here, and the color matches the glow of her eyes, as well as the glow that comes from beneath Balethor's own headscarf that he wears, which I guess I'll describe what he looks like later.
Sounds hot.
Yeah.
Who is Balethor's god?
Calistria.
Calistria.
Yes. The elven god of revenge, lust, and trickery.
Ooh. Now that's an interesting god.
Especially in this world.
Yeah. Love it. Okay, let's move on to Alexei. The fans know him as Karik. What race and class are you playing today?
Well, I'm William Line, playing a human character. I used to be from Clem. but had some issues along the way. My Fey heritage started coming through a bit, and as we all know, Clam's not so great with different people. So out I went into the world after being sent away by the army that I'd grown up with. I feel a strong connection with the All-Mother still, so it's very difficult not being with them anymore, but I suppose here I am. Still a younger fella. I'm only 20 years old. Got shoulder length, dark scraggly hair. bit of a bedraggled look, honestly. Wear a forest green cloak on my back, dark brown, blackish, maybe bits of rust, armor, scale mail. Carry a large steel shield about which I learned to fight with in the army, but along my travels outside of which I found a trident sometimes does some good work, so I carry that along with me, along with many other odds and ends that may come out. I suppose we'll see.
The Sea King approves.
Yeah. I feel that, anything and everything for the All-Mother is just an important thing, because as we all know, back to the warmth we must go.
Ooh. So what class are you playing? You basically answered everything except for your class.
Oh, right. Well, as a warrior in the Calamian army, I have a bit of a fighter background. I started with. It's a little different archetype, but again, I said I fight with my shield. I'm a siege breaker, so my role in the army was to get through the front lines and knock them out of the way, essentially, so that my companions could fill in the gaps, break their lines. So after that, though, once I got away from the army, I had to kind of learn to fight on my own. So I have 2 levels of Slayer in me as well. So it was more fighting along the way, picking up what I could. So I'm a multi-class character.
Nice. I don't think we've had a multi-class character before either. Mike, who you guys know as Anders, what are you playing today? What race and class?
Well, my name is Skeeter Ripoff, Brother Ripoff to you. I am a sorcerer of the false priest variety. All you need to know is that I'm a priest. I am the founder and chief principal of my own church of Okrima. And I travel from town to town, spreading the good word of Okrima and seeing if there's any ailing people that I can help. I like to help the folks that have maybe a bum leg, or they got neck trouble, or gosh darn it, they're just bleeding. I like to help them all. Or sometimes Okrima is such a giving god that he may assist you in times of financial need through his miraculous debt-canceling powers for just a minor motivational fee that you would deliver to me, his holy representative on this fair land. You could describe me as a man around 50 years old. I am a human, jet black hair. And,
John Travolta hair? Or
no, it's close-cropped, jet black, blacker than anything you've seen in your life. Very beady, squinty eyes, also very black. You can't even see into them. And, if you'd all indulge me, folks, for a minute, I'd like to pass along a little liturgy, if you wouldn't mind.
Go on.
Blessed are those who come seeking the solace of the divine, for in my hands miracles unfold like the petals of a sacred flower. Gather round, ye faithful, and witness the manifestation of the divine power that courses through my very being. I, Brother Ripoff, conduit of the divine essence, beckon you to partake in the wondrous healing energies that flow from the astral realms. Behold the shimmering glow of my enchanted hands as they dance in harmony with the unseen forces that weave the tapestry of life itself. In the hallowed halls of my Lord Okrama's temple, where shadows whisper secrets and echoes of the gods resonate, I stand as the vessel through which miraculous healing shall rain upon thee. A mere touch from my fingertips, and ailments shall flee like frightened specters. For I wield the might of the heavens with unparalleled mastery. Witness the mesmerizing...
I think I've seen this before at 3 a.m.
Witness the mesmerizing incantations that escape my lips, ancient words spoken in tongues forgotten by mortals. They resonate with the ethereal vibrations, calling upon the celestial beings to grace us with their divine favor. Close your eyes and feel the warmth that envelops your wounded soul as I draw forth the healing energies from the very heart of the cosmos.
Hallelujah.
Lo and behold, the blind shall see, the lame shall walk, and the weary shall find rest in the embrace of my benevolent powers. Doubt not the authenticity of my divine gifts, for they are as real as the stars that adorn the night sky, folks. Bring forth your maladies, your afflictions, and your suffering, and let them be swallowed by the radiant brilliance of my healing prowess. In the sacred dance of faith and mysticism, I, Brother Ripoff, shall guide you towards the path of restored vitality and unwavering belief. Revel, O congregation, in the splendor of my miraculous deeds, for in this hallowed moment, the boundaries between the mortal and the divine shall blur, and the tapestry of fantastical healing is woven into the fabric of our shared destiny.
Well, this is going to be an interesting campaign.
It's
Praise Okarma.
I must say it kind of makes a fella start to question his allegiances to the All-Mother, hearing such beautiful words coming from a god such as Okrama, you say. Never heard of such a thing.
That's delightful, Brother Will. It's not an uncommon occurrence to see people come to me and just throw away their old beliefs, and for a minor motivational fee, we could onboard you and get you into our system there, and yeah, many good things will happen.
Okay.
Registration fees are not refundable.
Yeah. We haven't even started the episode, and we already got characters questioning their beliefs. Good job. So, Nick, as you guys know as Travis or Travington, what race and class are you playing today?
I am playing a monk today. I've never played a monk before, so that's kind of fun. And my race is something new too. I'm playing a hobgoblin today.
Ooh, so a little bit smaller than a human, a little bit grotesque of a creature.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm grotesque. I mean, I think I get on pretty well.
What's your charisma?
7.
Yeah.
Some would call that a troglodyte.
Yeah.
Beauty is in the eye of my fucking fist. So I'm going to be playing Sal Talk Iron Root. You already kind of gave my dimensions, but I don't wear any armor, but I got my fists ready, and I carry a 7-branch sword on my back. And a little bit about Sal Talk is I was an unlikely farmer in the eyes of many. Born into the warlike hobgoblin tribe, I always felt a connection with the land, and I had a love of cultivating plants, but that was rejecting the typical warrior path, the hobgoblin way. Salthawk, he left his tribe, I won't get into why, but I settled in a secluded valley where I could establish my iron root farm. I specialized in cultivating rhubarb and rutabagas. These are rare crops that happen to flourish in the fertile soil of the valley that I chose. With hard work and determination, Saltok turned his farm into a thriving business, complete with a charming little shop where I sold my fresh produce. My daughter, Rosie, she grew up learning the art of farming, and she found a little unique talent of her own, a knack for adding rhinestones to clothing and different equipment that came through. So she provided this service to the customers. As they would turn their practical items into these dazzling accessories, so people started coming by just to see Rosie, you know? And then Kalam came. I don't have that farm anymore, so I'm gonna put a stop to them any way that I can. You see?
All right, good stuff, boys. A lot of classes we've never had before. And our first multi-class. I'm excited. We do need to roll for HP, as is tradition, for each of the characters. So, Danny, what is your HP dice?
D8.
A D8. Let's roll.
Told you so.
Yeah,
I need to
so
roll.
Danny's going to roll. I'm going to roll. If it's tied, we re-roll, and the higher dice is taken.
1 per level. We're doing one level at a time.
For level 2 and level 3.
Level 1 is
one
max.
too. Oh yeah, that's right.
No, level 1 is max.
Yeah, level 1 is max, so we do level 2 and level 3.
Alrighty. Let's see what the. Ooh, that's a 7.
7?
don't roll a 7.
Okay, not an 8, not an 8.
Anything
not
with
an
7.
3. Oh, a 7 would have been good too. Okay, one more.
Ooh, it's a 6.
Ooh, nice.
6.
Pretty good.
6.
Anything with
Rolling.
6.
7. Karma got me.
Lucky 7.
7.
Okay, Will, what is your hit point dice?
Will's a bit of a strong character, so he's going with the D10s.
Hacks.
6.
6. So we can do under that. Zot. I was like 0, but 0's a 10. This is not going well. I did not like this. Reroll. Okay, do again.
Oh no!
3. So
3.
I'm probably gonna help you. 8.
Yeah!
Disgusting.
Many thanks to the All Mother here. The All Mother guides us all.
I kind of want to roll next. I don't want all the luck taken up by these fucking longshanks.
Okay, Sal talk. What is?
Well, I must say though, you know, it's just that she found us. We were the most devout, and we have prospered, and this is why we Kalamians have the extra strength. We are stronger than the rest.
Yeah, except you're Fae.
I'm not Faye.
So a D8 for Sal talk.
All right, 6.
5. Excellent. Finally.
God, I have so much HP. That's so good. I needed that.
Okay, one last time. 3.
6. So I'm helping the boys way too much here.
6.
Brother Ripoff, what is your hit point dice?
I have been advised that it is a D6.
A D6.
A most evil number, I must say.
A 1. Oh my
Come
god.
on. Hey!
An auspicious number. I also have a +2 Constitution modifier.
All right. 2 for you. 5. Oh my god.
Most excellent. Okraba has blessed me again. You see, it's that easy, folks. It's that easy. I pay my tithe, I get my dies.
So amazing.
So unfortunately, we have some pretty beefy characters. Thanks to me, I guess. We're going to hit the ground running with this episode. This group met at a bar one night and decided something needed to be done about Kalam and the brutality that they are imposing on the lands. Will, spurned by Kalam, was looking for work and adventure. Balethor showed up looking for companions to help him stop Kalam from abusing weaker folk. Brother Ripoff and Saltok were already together, as Saltok is easily influenced.
What?
What's your intelligence?
My intelligence is actually... What? Oh, never mind. 8.
8, yeah. Easily influenced.
It's my wisdom. It's okay.
Brother Ripoff was looking for his next opportunity, let's say, and Saltok was happy to go along, looking for revenge for his farm. Deep into their drinks, Balethor convinced the rest to come along with him to do something about it, and now the adventure begins. As the sun begins to cast its golden rays upon the world of Novus on a foggy morning, our 4 adventurers are traveling south below the Desert of the Faded. The air is thick with tension, and there's a scent of iron as they follow the unmistakable tracks of 3 camels, known mounts of the dreaded Zealots of Kalam. So the road stretches before you, through the grassland that extends to the east and west, forming a corridor of uncertainty. Our adventurers press on, driven by their various desires as they seek any clue as to the whereabouts of the elusive zealots. As the morning fog begins to lift, a scene of unimaginable horror unfolds ahead of you. The once serene landscape is now one of violence and death. The morning sun casts long shadows over the desolation. Fallen halflings, their small forms scattered and lifeless. They are wearing common clothing. These halflings weren't fighters. Blood stains the earth, and the air resonates with echoes of a recent struggle. The eerie silence is punctuated only by the occasional cawing of distant crows drawn to the carnage. Some of you have seen this before, and there's no doubt in your minds who could have caused this. Senses heightened. What do you do?
Does it seem recent? Is this something that just happened? Like, are we just walking onto a scene that had just happened, or
Is the blood still wet?
Has anybody checked their pockets?
Just for housekeeping, if we're outside of a city,
Yeah.
you'll have his Eidolon summoned.
him, not me?
Or Balethor.
He pointed at me, but he meant himself.
Yeah, Majarathai is always with us.
Well, you guys can do a heal check to see how recent that this happened.
Before we get up that close, I'd like to take a bit of a perception check to see what's going on. I have a very good perception, so 10.
Well, 10, you see the dead halflings on the ground, and you find 2 spears also on the ground. That's all you see with a 10.
Saltok is an 18 for perception.
With an 18, you see the same things as Will saw, but you also see that there's a disturbance in the grasslands to the east. And besides the crows and yourselves, you don't hear or see anything else. You also see a gooey substance on the ground. It's red, but not the color of blood. It's a darker red and it's thicker and it's covered in ants.
Skeeter would like to perceive for valuables.
Well, are you going to be moving forward and checking the bodies right away, or? Yeah.
No, this was from checking from a distance first before you approach.
Yeah, so you can't be checking the halflings yet.
So you said there's a disturb in the grass to the east, you said?
Yeah, there's a parting in the grasses going east.
Saltok points this out to the party. He goes, there's some potted grass over there, so there might be an exit or an entrance from there. And there's a strange goo on the ground. I don't know what that is.
I'll have Maggie check out the grass. I'll send Maggie over to the grass and check it out.
Okay.
Perceive over there.
While Maggie's doing that, does anyone else want to do anything?
Brother Saltok, why don't you search the bodies for maybe any helpful information or resources?
Right, I'll avail myself to their belongings.
Don't be afraid to get in that goo, too. There might be some coins or some shit in there. I don't know.
I'm not going to put anything in there. Why don't you do it?
I need my
You got your
hands.
protection from Okrima, don't you?
My hands need to heal. They need to touch the sick and the wounded. We can't be getting this random red slime in the wounds.
Maybe you can tell me a little bit about what I'm about to do with it.
Easy, friends. I believe we should maybe go check this out instead of arguing over here about it. I'll keep a lookout.
Brother Will demonstrating the fighter, I don't know. Just Brother Will's going to do it, all right?
Is it a human thing to stick your hands in goo what you find on the side of the road?
Well, there might be coins or maybe a red gem in there, you know? If it's red, you can't see it in the goo. You got to feel for it. You got to get your fingers in there. Work the shit. I mean, come on. I can't think of everything.
Right, well, get your healing hands ready. I'm gonna go towards the goo.
Maybe try to keep it a little quiet.
What?
So are you checking the bodies or are you checking the goo? Just one thing at a time here, boys.
Saltok will check the bodies first.
Okay, so the first body you come upon. Yeah.
It's going to make the goo larger.
Oh, that kind of goo.
Do I recognize this as hobgoblin semen?
You notice that there's a blade wound through the top of his skull.
Blades.
He doesn't have anything on him. His pockets are inside out. He's already been looted.
Didn't find anything. Hey, brother Ripoff. Check this one. See if anybody's alive, eh?
Well, I believe you were going to check all the bodies, Brother Saltok. You know, we got to keep these hands clean.
So the first one was a male. You approach the next halfling, dead on the ground. It's a female, and it was impaled with a blade.
Balthor is going to cast Detect Magic.
Detect magic. Yeah, you detect magic on the area, and you don't detect any magic anywhere.
We are clear from magic.
I, too, do not feel any malicious forces in the area. I assure you it's safe. Continue checking the bodies.
I do that, yeah.
Okay, so you continue checking the bodies. The third halfling is also a female impaled with a blade.
How are they dressed?
They're dressed all in common clothing. They're not warriors or anything. They were common folk.
I don't see any signs of life anyway along here. They were all stabbed.
If you continue checking the bodies, you'll see a fourth is a female, a fifth is a female, a sixth is a female. They were all slashed with blades. One head is decapitated, and you see a halfling baby on the ground that was stabbed in its stomach.
Oh.
I know who did this.
This is unacceptable.
You see, folks, this is what happens when you don't send into Okraba. He cannot protect you.
Saltok, perhaps you could come with me here. I think we should check out the grass.
Aye. Is your friend there found anything?
Let me see. We can speak telepathically.
So Maggie is at the edge of the parting of the grasses to the east. And she sees a winding path going around about 30 feet and a matted area with a medium humanoid in the fetal position on the ground.
And you can just see that she comes like lumbering over to Balthor and just goes, grass, body, in a deep, deep voice.
Ooh, I like Maggie. So what do you guys do?
Did you check its pockets, Maggie?
She turns over to you, and you can see that big orange eye just switches over to Brother Ripoff, and she goes, "No."
Well, that's unfortunate. We'll just have to get Brother Saltok to go have a look. Or perhaps Brother Will would be so brave and kind.
I mean, she can do it,
It's fine. I don't mind checking it out.
or we can go together.
Sure. Maggie, if you will. And I start heading up. Got shield out in front of me, trident in hand.
Go with him, protect him, and she will join.
Beware of the devil, folks.
Saltok will follow as well, but he's going to hang back about 10, 15 feet.
Okay, so Will, Maggie, and Saltok follow the path through the grasslands, and it reveals a teenage human boy in the fetal position with an arrow sticking out of his back, blood stained on the flattened grass around him.
Do a perception check once we come upon the flattened grass.
So will she.
16.
21.
Hot garbage.
With a 21, Maggie notices that this boy is unconscious and barely breathing. He is at death's door.
He lives.
Does anybody know how? Can anybody stench the bleeding? It's not in my repertoire.
Bring it to Brother Ripoff over there. He'll know what to do.
Ripoff, you best come over here.
What's that? You guys find some magic rig or something?
Well, we found a person. Is there in rough shape?
Ah, fucking shit. All right, I'll be right over.
They're in need of your healing touch.
Motherfuckers bleeding all over the goddamn. Oh, hello there, young sir. How may I help you? Are you ailing today?
He's unconscious.
He's unconscious.
I know this because I'm an expert healer. I see. Well, let me just get out a little bit of my miracle spring water here. And he pulls out a flask with a holy symbol of Okrima emblazoned on it. And I'll anoint our young brother here with a bit of the miracle water. And he makes a show of, sprinkling the water on the kid and speaking in his ancient tongues. Halabugga, shika, kalabugga. All right, here we go. And so to explain what's happening here.
Yeah, I would like an explanation. Exactly.
He has.
What's happening here?
I think we'd all like an explanation.
Is this just water? Or is it-
No.
Okay.
Brother Ripoff, Skeeter, he's got a wand of cure light wounds attached to his arm in his long sleeve.
Oh yeah.
And now I will lay my hands upon the victim. And he very, very roughly grabs the head of the fallen teenager, like uncomfortably so, jarring the neck. And just, "Alabunga, shika, kala," and he touches the wand to the side of the kid's head in secret so no one can see.
Well, let's do a sleight of hand to see if anyone notices this wand up your sleeve.
Oh, shit. Sleight of hand wasn't something I did. I figured it'd be more like a performance kind of thing.
Sure, you can do a performance. Absolutely. That sounds like a performance to me.
Yeah.
All right. Then the Lord Okraba shall provide with a +9. That is a 23 performance check.
Okay. And does anyone want to sense motive or try to see? Or do you guys just trust?
Well, I must say, Will's never quite seen anything of the sort.
Yeah.
It's quite a spectacle. I believe I'm quite caught up with it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Beothor has no reason to distrust this person.
And Saltalk and
Saltalk's going to roll a sense motive.
Better.
10.
yeah. So as far as you guys know, you just you just saw Brother Ripoff pour some what he calls holy water on the child.
Miracle spring water from the Brother Ripoff's Miracle Ministry. All right? Get it right.
Shake this unconscious teenage boy's head. And his eyes come open.
This is how all clerics do it, right?
Yeah.
It's not the way I've ever seen it with the Allmother and the Kalam, but I suppose there are other paths to power.
Feel the embrace of Okrima. Feel the embrace.
That's right, brothers. He got shocked. He got shocked. You'll know it because of Okraba's supernatural touch, ladies and gentlemen. Devil in disguise, cast him away. Rise, young man.
He opens his eyes. I see the light. I'll worship the All-Mother. I swear. I'll do anything. And he covers his face and begins to sob.
Saltalk walks over to him, grabs him by the cuff and lifts him right up to his face and goes, "Who do you worship?"
He yelps when you lift him up as the arrow in his back twists against it. And he goes, ah! You can see the wounds in his shoulders start to heal.
Perhaps he should go easy. He's just a boy.
No, but if he said the name that I don't want to talk about, we have things to do and settle with this lad.
Looks like the boy's been through a lot.
What if he's one of them? What if he was the one that was slain by maybe one of these females?
Maybe we could talk to him about it and find out.
That's what I'm asking him.
Oh, gods, who are you guys? You're not the Calamian Zealots.
I drop him.
Oh, the arrow.
He falls unconscious.
Now, brothers, let's all calm down here. I'm sure the young man, after witnessing the power of Okraba, would recant any such faith, such as the All-Mother. Nonsense. It's hooey.
I thought you guys were the Zealots. I'm sorry.
Absolutely.
Who are you guys?
not. We are, well, I am Brother Ripoff, founder and chief principal of the Holy Church of Okraba, and directly responsible for you breathing right now.
Can you do something about this arrow? It really hurts.
Why, yes, I can, young man. Why don't you? Well, I mean, do you have any, maybe some sort of, motivational fee to maybe, get Okraba's attention a little bit better, just so he can focus his healing powers onto your back?
Will will walk up to him and basically brace him and yank the arrow.
Oh, and the healing power is still going through him, so you pull the arrow out, and his wound closes in behind. You go, oh, thank you so much. Oh, gods, it was horrible. Calamian Zealots stopped us on the road and intimidated my father into telling them that we're smuggling halflings to a safer place, and they attacked us right away. Is anyone alive? Did you find my father?
No, I don't believe we did.
Found nothing but empty pockets. Those corpses are holding out on us.
What he means to say is it was only halflings, no humans.
Oh no, Dad. Why did you say anything? Those halflings were such nice people. Why did we risk this stupid road to save a little time? Obviously, they're going to check the barrels.
Well, you're safe now, child. What's her name?
I'm Clark.
Where did they go?
How long ago did they leave?
Oh, I don't know. They were on mounts. You'll never catch them. They aren't the kind of people that would even keep my dad alive anyways.
Which way were they traveling before they did this?
South. We were going north.
Where did you come from, young man?
We were smuggling halflings from the south to a place called... and he just kind of like looks at you guys and he's kind of taking your measure and he's kind of weirded out by the hobgoblin a little bit. And he seems unsure if he should say any more.
I assure you, my associate, Brother Saltok, is perfectly safe. He's a changed man, all right? He may look like a filthy creature, but he's really a pious man of God.
Roll a diplomacy check.
You for sure have that.
Oh, yeah. Do I ever?
Spades.
I have rolled a 28 on diplomacy.
Okay, you seem like a man I can trust.
Absolutely.
We were taking him to the Valley of the Lost. It's where refugees of all sorts have found a place to hide from Kalam's terror. I've been there many times helping out other folk. I could lead you there. You have to get me there. We have to warn them. My father probably said something. They probably know where it is. So many good folk will die. Please.
And these folk, are there many?
Well, we've brought many people there. There's hundreds.
And would you say that they are of the richer variety or poorer variety? What kind of village is it? Are we talking, is it castles and towers or thatch huts?
I don't know what they would be able to bring, but they definitely brought all they could over there to survive. There's not much in the valley to survive on, so they brought whatever they could carry in an instant, to get away.
So it's just a bunch of dirty people camping is what you're saying.
I don't think that's the point.
No, it most certainly is not.
It's hard to take him seriously.
Mike thought we were doing tails.
Yeah.
No, now, Skeeter.
Balethor's going to go up to this child and put a hand on his shoulder and just lean in close and just stare directly into his eyes and say, "Don't worry, the elves will always be here to protect you."
Oh, thank you so much. There's lots of elves in the valley, too. They're all really nice people.
Good. You can stick next to Maggie here. She will protect you. And then Maggie will come out, like just all
my God.
gangly, and
That's terrifying.
she will keep you safe.
Okay. I believe you.
So we go into the Valley of the Lost, like this twit saying, or are we going to find some fucking clam filth out there to get rid of?
I think perhaps it might be one and the same.
I mean, they were on mounts. You'll never catch them.
I want to take a look around to try to check for tracks and see where they may have, what direction and stuff they may have gone. Maybe he's telling the truth and maybe he has no idea what he's talking about.
So you want to head to the original scene of carnage and do a survival check.
21 survival.
An excellent
And if it's specific tracks, 22 survival.
That's an excellent survival. So with the 22, you find the two sets of camel tracks that you were following south, and they had both stopped for a while. Then you find new tracks, one of a horse that was pulling something with wheel tracks behind it going to the north. The horse and whatever it was pulling eventually was turned around and started heading south along with the two camel tracks that you were following earlier. With your excellent survival, you find what you know to be halfling tracks heading in various directions. Pretty obvious given they're right there, but they were a little harder to spot than the larger animals. You can sort out 3 sets of medium humanoid footprints. You discern they individually hunted down and killed each halfling body you can see. You also see Clark's tracks running to the east through the grasslands. He was walking at first, and then his tracks turned into a run as he disappeared into the grasslands.
So it appears all the halfling tracks are accounted for.
Yeah, all the tracks led to a dead body.
I relay the information to everybody. It seems as though the halflings have all been dealt with. Really, but I think either we go to the north and have this kid follow this child, Clark, or perhaps we continue on chasing the prey to the south. They've got a horse and carriage with them now. They might be a bit slower, but they'll definitely be faster than us.
We have to warn the people of the valley. That's the most important. That they'll all die.
Aye, maybe if this valley's as safe as you say, I might have a place for my little Rosie to go.
I don't believe we'll ever catch them if they're on camelback or horseback, whatever.
Clark, how far is this valley?
Honestly, the valley is quite a ways away. I know someone close by, though. Gregor, he'll help us get us there faster. I can lead the way.
What are we expecting when we meet Gregor?
He's just a farmer. He's got horses, though. He'll get us there much faster. We can warn those poor people.
Aye, man of the land.
Prize horses? Or like work horses?
Well, he's got light horses, and I know he's got a draft horse, too.
I think it might be worth our time to head into this valley. What do you folks think?
Wow, sounds like a place that could use the holy word and the holy help of Okraba. So I say onwards.
Aye, it could use our aid.
Aye, by the roots of the earth, I swear vengeance upon those who have destroyed our homes and our lives.
We could always come back this way afterwards, follow the tracks back, see what we can see.
Yeah, root out some scum.
Desperate People does sound like it's up your alley, Skeeter. A new place to take advantage of people. Not that your companions know that.
Take advantage, sir. I absolutely not. I provide a direct channel to the Lord Okraba so he may cure your ailments and absolve you of your debts. Surely that could not be considered an evil or wrong thing, sir.
I believe you already asked for a donation from a small boy with an arrow in his back.
I am trying to save that boy, and if you see he's walking right now, I fucking did that, all right? I did that. And you know what else? Miracles aren't fucking free, okay? They take a lot of money. We gotta attract Okraba's attention. He doesn't look at shit and garbage and say, "Oh, I want to look at this." He likes looking at gold.
So
He
your
sees gold.
deity worships gold.
Well, you know,
Treasures gold.
I mean, gold is an important part of, any serious venture or business, or not a business, We're not a business. we're helping people. And like I said before, miracles aren't free, They take a lot of money.
Takes gold to make gold.
That's right. You got to spend money to make money. That's right. And, I'm reminded of a chapter from the Book of Divine Benefaction.
Saltalk starts walking away. He's heard this way too many times. He's just going to start walking with Clark.
Chapter 3, verse 5, from the Offering of Abundance. And lo, the congregation gathered in the sacred hall, each heart aflame answering the divine call. Bring forth thy treasures in reverence and grace, for in the church's bosom find a hallowed space.
Okay. That sounds great.
Interesting.
I can definitely lead you guys to the farm. Does anyone want to do a knowledge geography or history on the Valley of the Lost?
I can do all of my knowledge checks. Oh, wait, none.
Yeah.
I had that selected this morning and I had to erase it.
Okay.
I no longer have knowledge geography.
That's fine.
Neither do I.
No.
The Lord Okraba will guide the way. We don't need knowledge by any means. We'll be fine.
All right, so we're trusting Clark to take you guys there. And as is tradition, we are going to fast track our travels, but feel free to chime in or have any conversation that you like. Clark is very knowledgeable about the area and proves to be a valuable resource. He navigates you guys through the grasslands, east away from the grizzly scene to a well-used hunter's path and starts taking you northeast following the path.
So, young brother, what was your name again there, young man, that I saved the life of directly?
Clark.
saved? Clark, that's right. Fine name. Brother Clark, do you have any family in this town that we're going, Any family?
I have a father who's probably dead.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's right. All those people back there that were slaughtered mercilessly. Sometimes I forget. You have to forgive me. My head is so full of the wonder of Okraba that, Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
the Calamians killed my mother too.
yeah, you know, all that fucking
Yeah.
shit that happened. I know it was very sad.
I had a bunch of backstory about it, but go on.
Yeah, no, we'll talk about that. But I mean, I just want to know if you've considered at this point to drop that all mother nonsense and maybe join our miracle ministry, brother Ripoff's miracle ministry.
And when he says that, Will's reaching at a pendant around his neck and just holding on to it right now and just whispering some prayers under his breath.
Yeah, to the All Mother.
Yes.
Okay. I didn't really worship the All Mother. They made me. They made me say that if I converted, they'd keep me alive, and they made me kill a halfling child.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you're a free agent, which is great. That's terrific. What you could do with just a minor motivational fee, just to keep yourself, motivated to, spread the word of Okrima. We'll get you to this town, and maybe you could do some work, or find maybe a distant relative or somebody you can get some coins or some valuables, and I will endow you with a bottle of my miracle spring water for again a motivational fee of 100 gold coins, maybe something very small, and we'll get you in the system. What do you say?
I really don't have anything. Everything I owned was in the wagon, and the wagon's gone. I invest everything into helping these people.
What would you say was in the wagon?
Halflings.
Oh, those are useless. And we even checked their pockets, and they were empty. Good for nothing corpses.
They were nice people.
Sal talk. Is he always like this?
Pretty much.
Yeah,
you kind of just learn to drown it out a little bit.
it's exhausting. We elves worship in silence.
Well, with silence, no one can hear anything with silence. How are you going to get your followers for that way?
Alexei, I can hear you.
Well, who's that? Sounds made up.
That's my actual favorite line you get so far.
I wouldn't expect a human to know.
Yeah, see? You see here, folks? I'm a little bit worried this man might be a con man. He's trying to spread these ideas and trying to channel you away from the Lord Okrima, who only cares for you and you alone.
Well, we should keep moving, and if maybe I am open to a new god, the Calistria sounds much more to my liking. I don't even know anything about her yet.
No, you're getting conned, kid. I'm trying to help you. How many times do I got to save your fucking life, huh?
Calistria granted me Maggie.
I could use a Maggie for sure.
All of us can.
Oh, the land will provide as well.
And with the land, you notice you transition from the grasslands to small forest as you travel throughout the day. I can't do this. You'll notice a series of distinct stages that mark the shift from expansive grassy plains to a denser and more diverse environment of small forest. As you move further into the transition zone, you start encountering scattered shrubs and young saplings. As day turns to dusk, Clark leads you to a hunter's cabin for the night. Large enough to fit all of you, and it has all your basic needs inside to cook a meal and bed down for the night. This is Gregor's cabin. We'll make it to his farm tomorrow. He's a good friend, and he's helped us out in the past. I'm sure he'd be willing to lend us some horses to get us to the valley faster and to warn everyone. He gives us food to bring there sometimes. He's a good man.
I want a sense motive now.
All right, sense motive on Clark.
He seems like quite a fella.
21.
You get the sense that Clark is in mourning. He's scared. He likes most of you. And
Especially the guy that saved his life, right?
yeah, and he's definitely telling the truth.
Yeah, I'm going to go to bed feeling safe then.
All right, so you get in the cabin and you find a nice place to sleep.
We're in Gregor's cabin,
Yeah, it's a hunter's cabin.
and Gregor's not there.
No, it's just a cabin he used for hunting.
And how many beds are in this cabin?
There are many beds. There's 6 beds.
Are any of the beds nicer than any of the other beds?
You notice that one bed is a double bed. Yeah, it must be for Gregor and his wife. He has a large family, so there's many smaller beds around.
I will take the large bed. I need it to share with Okrima.
Okay. Does anyone oppose to Does anyone oppose to Brother Ripoff taking the larger bed?
I'm certainly fine with it. It doesn't bother me much.
Fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
I don't need much space.
Is it fine, Balethor? Are you sure you don't want to sleep with your creepy, whatever you call it there, with the what it looks like a devil to me, if you ask me.
It's an avatar of Calistria.
Yeah, oh yeah, that make-believe guy you were talking about, eh?
It's a
You know there are other gods around in this world.
No, there isn't.
the elven pantheon is quite large and powerful.
I mean, soon enough, likely the All Mother will be dominating it all. But for now, there still are other gods like your own.
We'll see about that.
Certainly, we will.
Well, this creature that you so quickly insulted will watch you. I'll watch over you as you sleep
What,
to
with
keep you safe.
With his one eye,
Yes.
I guess all I could do is look at me, huh?
And it just turns to you. If you wish.
And it stays summoned, yes? It stays summoned forever? Nice.
I can, like, unsummon it and then it takes a minute to bring it back.
Okay, perfect. So if you all go to bed, anything else? Brother Ripoff?
I can feel Okrima watching us now.
I'm sure you can.
We are in a blessed location.
So night. Oh, sorry.
Once I'm going to bed, I'm going to towards the east. I'll face myself and say some prayers to the All Mother. Mostly quietly, not trying to draw too much attention like some of these others that I seem to be traveling with right now, but anything and everything for the All Mother. Back to the warmth we must go.
So even though the Calamians have spurned you, you still have faith to the All Mother and offer her a prayer.
Well, it's the people that are fallible. The All Mother's not. She's infinite in her wisdom.
Any other bedtime rituals that anyone wants to do?
Zaltok is a man of the earth, and he's ready to get down.
Skeeter, a Brother Ripoff, is on the down low. He's going to, well, not on the down low. He's going to start loudly praying to Okrima in his ancient tongues to, show that this isn't the only, the all-mother nonsense isn't the only. And the other guy with the make-believe. Anyways, Shika hala kala baga tika jala hala. And while he's doing this, he's going to cast the spell Ghost Sound. Without you guys knowing. How do I do this? Do I just roll a D? I have to roll a D20? I just cast it? There's no DC, I guess.
No, it just makes sounds, right? Like
Yeah.
it does the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I want it to sound like Okrima's talking back to me. He's really enthralled with what I'm saying, and he thinks I'm a great guy, and that people should give me money to continue to give me money because I'm helping Okrima, And I want them all to hear that. I want them to know that I'm not just I'm the real deal here.
Yeah, you can cast Ghost Sound.
All right, I do it.
Is there like a DC to see that he's casting the spell?
I guess we'll have another performance check to see if you can do it in secret.
Does it
I would think we wouldn't do it to see if he's casting it because he's like in another room. We're not like in front of him.
right, yeah.
But for the ghost sound itself, there would be.
Yeah, that's Rules Master.
Yeah, so the DC is 15 of the spell.
I think we have to roll to
Oh,
tell
it's
if
your-
if we can tell
your-
it's ghost sound, I guess.
I see.
Is it a cantrip?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
So Brother Ripoff casts Ghost Sound. And you guys can roll to see whether you believe it is really Okroma or whether it is a spell.
I believe it.
You believe it? Balthor believes it?
Yep.
I failed mine, so
Will believes it?
I believe as well.
And we got Clark. And Clark will believe it as well.
Looks like we're adding to the congregation tonight, Okrima. Huh? Get that coin sack ready.
God damn it.
So what will you have the Ghost Sound say?
I already told you. It's saying how great I am and that I'm you're doing a great job and that Okrima really likes me. I'm really trustworthy. And, I need lots of money to make the church better and bigger and to help more people.
So as far as everyone else notices, Brother Ripoff. Brother Ripoff goes in prayer, and a haunting voice responds to him, saying everything that he's been saying, that he is very trustworthy and that he should get money. And as far as you guys know, it is a god speaking back to him.
I must say that is quite impressive. I've never had the All-Mother speak back to me in that way, but
Same.
of course, she knows much more than I. I'm just a lowly servant.
Maybe there is something to this Ochroma, I guess. Maybe. I'll have to sleep on it, but that sounded like a god.
Still odd that a god is asking for so much coin.
Yeah.
But I am too impressed.
You see, folks, you believe in Okrima and you do the right things, and this is what you get. And I continue to be blessed. And, I was initially wrong, much like you doubters. But Okrima, bless his heart, Okrima's always right. And now, because I am his agent, I am always right.
So Clark will kneel next to you, and he'll begin praying next to you.
Anytime I try to bring up the money aspect, he just mentions Abadar and moves on.
I guess that's fair. Human gods.
Yeah, a whole bunch of rubbish to me.
Do your kind worship anything in particular?
I paid a little bit of lip service to King Goblin the day, but not really. He brought maybe some fruitfulness to my earth, but I don't really agree with a lot of his underhandedness, really.
Well, it's quite understandable. I mean, he's a false god and all. He's tricked you from the start, so, yeah.
What do you mean, false god?
Good riddance, I say. Well, he's been tricked. He was listening to the monsters talk about their monster king or whatever the fuck his name is. I don't remember. It doesn't matter. It's all hooey nonsense.
And with that,
the nice... I can't even talk anymore.
Right?
So eventually, night passes uneventfully. You're safe and sound inside the hunter's cabin. It's now morning, another beautiful spring day. Anything you guys want to do before heading out to the farm?
I'll thank Okrima for another blessed day in Novus.
Yeah, and Clark is like right with you, and he's also just copying whatever prayers or any morning routines you have.
I shall anoint Brother Clark with a bit of the miracle spring water onto his forehead and onto his tongue.
Thank you, I do feel better.
Of course you do.
So, you guys eventually start to continue your travels northeast to the farm, Clark leading the way. As you venture through the forest with the ambience of rustling leaves, bird songs, and the distant murmur of a babbling brook, the density of the trees begin to gradually decrease into a clearing, revealing a sprawling meadow stretching out before you. As you step into the clearing, you can see the farm. There's a scent of freshly plowed soil as you view the farmstead with fields neatly divided by fences and hedgerows. Crops sway in the breeze, and you notice barns and silos. There's a large man on a draft horse. He's got a plow in tow behind him, and Clark waves to him right away and approaches him.
I'd like to roll a profession farmer
Okay.
to see if I could see what this farmer's doing and see if I could give him any tips about the soil or something, or
Sure.
a way to position his crops.
you so rarely get to use professions, anything. So.
Yeah. Especially profession farmer.
Like, especially for this. Tim.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Shitty farmer.
Rutabagas and rhubarb.
Yeah.
Let me just look up profession farmer.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. It's a 10.
I'm wondering, though, sometimes you get something out of a 10. And I'm genuinely curious.
First ever in the history of Pathfinder.
Yeah.
Profession farmer roll.
Yeah. It's a high stakes.
It's a world first.
I wish it was a higher roll.
Just want some strangers showing up and be like, hey, you're doing that wrong.
So if I find if you divert this channel down here, you get better irrigation in the spring.
Who are you?
Basically, it's all up to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always is.
So with a 10, everything looks in order. He's plowing very nice straight lines. Everything looks well watered. And the fences seem to be where fences need to be.
I feel like Derek's farming knowledge is extensive here.
Yeah. With the 10, I don't have to go much smarter than that.
It's a good farm you got.
Yeah. That was my first profession farmer.
Anybody's
world.
first. World's first here, gentlemen.
Clark, how nice to see you. What can I do you for? Gregor, it's so nice to see you. I'll come with friends on urgent business. And Clark introduces all you guys to Gregor.
Well met, sir.
Well, if you're friends of Clark, you're friends of mine. He says that, but he does eye Saltalk curiously. Is the hobgoblin? Is that to be trusted?
It speaks.
He also he seems to have no problem with the one-eyed monster.
Like lurking in the background.
And what the hell is that monster in the background?
It rolled a good stealth check. You can't see it.
Now, good sir, I assure you my associate here, Brother Saltalk, is quite friendly. He may look like a hideous beast that stinks, but he does not. He's a good man.
I bathe.
Sure you do, Saltalk. Yes, yes, he does. He bathes in the miracle spring water. It doesn't make him stink. It cures the stink.
Well, that's good to know. I could definitely have some stink cured myself. But what the hell is that Cyclops thing in the background?
That's, well, you can call her Maggie.
Maggie?
Yeah, she's my companion.
Okay, so she's safe.
Of course.
Okay.
Unless
Doesn't
you are,
look safe.
Unless you are Calamian.
Okay. Well, we can agree on that. Well, let's all go inside then. It's time for lunch anyways, and a man can only do so much plowing on an empty stomach.
Also, at
Aye.
at Belthor's comments, it seems like he's doing this a lot around this group, but Will just grabs at his pendant around his neck and whispering prayers under his breath again, and at the more insults to Kalam.
Okay, so he's just taking it and he's okay. It's okay. Everything's okay. So Gregor escorts you to his large house on the property. Inside, you see his wife setting a grand dining table. We'll need more plates, dear. We have company. How sweet. Well, we have plenty to go around, she kind of says sarcastically and heads back into the kitchen. Oh, don't mind her. Take a seat wherever you like and tell me what's going on. If you need any drinks, don't hesitate to ask Wanda here. That's my wife.
Wanda or Gwanda?
It's Wanda. Okay. Or Gwanda, whatever you want to say, really.
I prefer Gwanda.
It is now Gwanda.
Travington.
It is very generous of you.
Oh, of course. So, Clark, what's happened? Why are you here with these strange folk?
We have dark tidings.
Oh, okay, you're talking. So it's dark tidings.
I just you can face Clark if he wants. I'm adding that on top.
That's fine. I thought it was fine. Okay. Tell me of these dark tidings.
Well, as you can see, young Master Clark here doesn't seem to be doing so well, but he seemed to be happened upon by some Calamian zealots.
I spit every time I hear the word Calam.
Just not when you say it, I suppose, then.
Oh, no, just other people.
Oh, that makes things easier, I suppose.
Yeah, it's hard to spit and talk at the same time.
Agree.
Yeah.
Have they done things to you as well? Taken things?
No, but I've heard the awful things that they've been doing, and it's not too far away. A town was just taken down by them. We worry about ourselves, but we're all humans, so we can kind of, pass, unlike most of you.
Young Master Clark here, it seems they were smuggling some halfling fellows, but they were waylaid, so his father, and is it just your father, has been taken?
Yeah, father and those poor halfling folk. Oh, Clark, you weren't taking that road close to Calam again, were you? I warned you about that road. Dad said we'd save some time. Where is your dad, anyways? He didn't make it. Oh, I'm so sorry, Clark. I'm so sorry.
Well, he's not there anyways. His body.
Aye, but if Clam is involved, I don't think he stands much chance of living past the deity, really. Sorry.
What do they do to human prisoners?
They don't last long once they get what they want from them.
It is very well known. They torture, they find information, and then they definitely don't leave any alive. I'm sorry, Clark. It's what it is.
I'd like to interject here. My name is Brother Ripoff.
Oh, no.
Founder of the Miracle Ministry, Brother Ripoff's Miracle Ministry. Anyways, I'd like to just point out that this boy would have died. He was sitting there on the ground, bleeding out, just like a stuck pig. And along I came. I was just walking by, investigating a mystery, trying to see if I could help any people. And I came upon the boy and immediately sprang into action and revived the boy with the powers of Okraba. Now, here's
That is
where
exactly what happened.
here's where it gets.
It is in fact true.
As far as you guys know.
Here's where it gets sticky. You see, miracles, while they're miraculous and wonderful, they're not free, okay? It takes a lot of effort and money to bring them down from heaven. So, I figure I'd save the boy, and, you seeing as you know the boy, and you care for the boy, maybe you could help him show his devotion to Okraba with a motivational fee. A small motivational fee, I may add.
I did hear his God talk to him yesterday. It was crazy, and now I think I've been anointed on my forehead and tongue, and I kind of believe what's going on there, Gregor. Well, we don't have a lot of money, but we could definitely aid you in other ways. What are you guys here for?
Well, I noticed you had a bountiful farm here, quite wonderful, bountiful farm.
For sure, here's some food from our bounty. And Gwanda shows up, and she provides you guys plates of chicken, mashed potatoes, and broccoli, and whatever drink you might have ordered.
Well, that's wonderful. This actually reminds me of the Book of Divine Benefaction, actually.
How much did you write of this goddamn book?
The whole book.
Chapter 14, verse 3, the offering of first fruits. When the harvest is ripe, when the orchard is blessed, offer the first fruits, let the church be addressed. For in the initial yield, a symbol divine, a pledge of gratitude, a sacred sign. So, this meal is wonderful and all.
Praise Okrama.
It's right.
Yeah, praise Okrama.
Praise Okraba, blessed be his name. Now, as this meal is very wonderful, but we are setting out on a mission of God. We're trying to spread the word. We're trying to help people. We're trying to what was our mission again? Kill Calabians.
Kill them all.
Yeah. So we'll need some sustained sustenance if you could provide perhaps a little more.
Horses. We require horses.
Okay, well, where are you going?
To the Valley of the Lost.
Oh, we do have a lot of horses around, and we definitely want to help. What's going on to the valley?
If the boy's father was as quick to give the halflings up, he'll be even quicker to give up the valley.
Oh no, Kalam knows about the valley?
Perhaps.
Oh, these are dark tidings indeed. Oh, okay. We do have some light horses. We can get you there faster. I'd hate to imagine anything happening to those nice folk in the valley. I would need them back, though. But we can definitely give you some packs with some bread and cheese and maybe some apples to sustain yourself along the way, if that's what you're implying, Brother Ripoff?
That's right. Brother Ripoff, a founder of the Brother Ripoff Miracle Ministry and Church of Okraba.
Oh, okay. Okay, so Clark, you trust these people, right? We can trust you with the horses, and we can give you some food. So I trust them for sure. We gotta warn those fine folk. That's the most important thing.
I plan to make my way back this way too, so I could help bring the horses back.
Of course.
Well, that's really good to hear. Okay. So after eating a fine meal, also insert all of Gregor and Gwanda's kids coming to the table as well and eating, and he has many kids, and put that in the scene, feature Nick, or just make it funny somehow. I don't know.
But you haven't said any of that. Just make it happen. Yeah. Mike.
Yeah, we'll call down a miracle from Okraba.
Yeah.
Well, you can describe it in a way that then Mike can add.
Just have a bunch.
what do you want me to
sound
do?
effect of a whole bunch of people coming to a table.
Yeah. And as Gwanda serves you your meal, all of Gregor and Gwanda's kids come down. He's got a son, Gregor Jr., and 5 daughters that all join you at the table. If it works, put it in. If not, he's got no children.
What are the girls' names?
Oh no!
I got this. Got Betty Lynn, Brandy Lynn, Heather Lynn, Tammy Lynn, and Danny Lynn.
Were you just watching Ted?
Yeah. So after a fine hearty meal, Gregor leads you guys to the stables. So technically there are 6 of you with Maggie. What are you going to do about Maggie, Balethor?
She can go.
You're just going to unsummon her? Okay.
Fine. Yeah. So
And-
he'll just sort of like turn to Maggie when he realizes that it's going to be asking for too many horses.
Yeah.
And just be like, I will call you when I need you again. Wait for me. And then he'll just sort of like wave his hand and just
Yeah, and they just
vanish.
Maggie gets sucked into a void.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Finally, that eye isn't staring at the back of my head anymore. Creeped me out.
It always is.
Well, not anymore. I mean, I just saw it disappear. You can't tell me that you see, invisible things are real because they're not.
Just got you there.
Except for a chroma.
Yeah.
Except for a chroma, of course.
So you have your food packs that Gregor gave you. And you have 5 light horses ready to speed your journey along. So we're not going to worry about ride checks. This is a fantasy land, and I refuse to believe that adventurers don't know how to ride a horse. And it's only 5 to pass riding a horse anyways. So...
4.
Oh, you got a 4?
Yeah.
All right. So Saltalk falls off the horse at least twice. So...
I don't like the long horses.
Yeah. So you guys are on the way to the Valley of the Lost. 4 uneventful days pass as you ride north following the edge of the Turnby Canyon, similar to the Grand Canyon.
I fall off before there.
The canyon is...
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't fall in the canyon. Clark explains on the way that the canyon is known for having many bison and goats that wyverns from the Everburn will hunt. The Everburn is a large volcano in the top right of the map, and the wyverns hide from the dragons known to prowl around there. There's also small barbarian tribes in the canyon. Making this trip very many times in his young life, Clark finds many hidden niches to camp, easy and direct paths to ride, and knows where to find streams to refill your water skins.
And Skeeter covertly fills up some more flasks with the miracle spring water.
Whenever you're at a stream, eh? Well, it is technically spring water, I suppose. You're not lying on all accounts.
I never lie, sir.
Roll a bluff check.
Oh, absolutely.
Against the DM.
Yeah.
Oh, baby. 27.
I win. I'm the DM. So,
Knew that was coming.
on the 5th day you've made camp. You've made good time, but your horses are looking a little worse for wear. You are very close to the valley, but Clark has mentioned to you it's not safe to travel at night, as all sorts of creatures leave the canyon to hunt, and the horses need rest anyways. There's still a couple hours of daylight, but Clark assures you that this is the safest place to camp, and it's under a large rocky overhang. You are in a rocky terrain with very sparse vegetation, a rugged and harsh landscape full of hills, rocks, and boulders. Only the hardiest and most adaptable vegetation manages to grow here. Navigating this terrain requires careful footing. In the distance to the north, you see the mountains that surround the valley. To the east, in the far distance, you can see the Everburn volcano. Smoke is billowing from above it. Clark remarks that there are times with a good wind that the smoke makes it all the way to the valley, which makes it a reason it's hard to navigate inside. Clark is tending to the horses. What are you guys up to?
Sorry, and this is morning or night?
This is a couple hours before evening. Let's say 7 o'clock.
And so we're stopped basically for the night,
Yeah,
essentially.
it's the safest place to stop, as there's another half days or so travel, and it's not good to travel at night, and this is a good place to camp.
Just like every night, he will summon Maggie to watch them as they sleep.
Maggie appears out of the void.
He tries to do it as close to Brother Ripoff as possible without warning,
Yeah.
to see if he can get him to jump a little when Maggie appears from behind him.
So Brother Ripoff, Maggie just comes out of the void.
God damn it. Not that goddamn one-eyed freak again. Gonna be stare. At least it's gonna watch everything else, right? Can't possibly watch me and everything else.
Only got one eye, as you said.
Bullshit.
Yeah. Its long tongue just sort of comes out of its mouth. I can.
Creepy.
Cell Talk is going to find a little bit of earth. Just if there's any, I know it's mostly rock, but
Yeah.
if there's any sort of earth, and he's going to kind of just nestle himself down and close his eyes and meditate for a little bit. Just recommune with the earth.
Just connect to the earth.
Yeah.
Very hippie of you.
Grounding.
Yes. You take off your socks and put your bare feet on the earth.
I always have bare feet.
You're always grounded
I
then.
always have hobgoblin feet, actually.
Since we have a couple hours before the night, essentially, Will wants to check for some game in the area, or try to hunt anything, see if there's any tracks of animals or otherwise.
So you can roll a survival check.
1.
So you rolled a 1.
I mean, I have a bonus, but it's not enough to overcome
A
the
1 on the die. Yeah, and it's very, just like I said before, nothing really grows here. The things that do are scraggly shrubs that manage to find a crevice in between the rocks. You don't see any notice of them being picked away by animals. You don't see any animal tracks on the ground. You just kind of look around and realize there's nothing really here.
Well, everyone, I've taken a great survey of this entire area, and I can safely say that there's nothing here. Absolutely nothing will disturb our sleeps tonight. Not a hope. Absolutely no chance whatsoever.
Worry not, Brother Will, for Lord Okraba has already provided us with provisions to see us through this night in this godless land of hell and nothingness.
Wasn't that Gregor? He's the one that provided
No, it was
provisions.
Okraba that made him give us his stuff. Okay, I'm the agent of Okraba. I told him to give us his stuff.
Oh,
now we
course,
have it. Your
course.
belly's going to be full, and I think the least you could at least thank the Lord Okraba and perhaps send a small, a small tribute his way.
I think not.
So while Brother Ripoff and Will are having this back and forth, a wasp is flying through the air, and it lands on the back of Balthor's hands. It flaps its wings vigorously on your hand, as if trying to get your attention. In your mind, you hear a mysterious female voice, one you've heard before. It says,
Fate twists and turns like a mountain path.
Looks down at his wrist and sort of like stumbles back when he hears that. What are you saying to me? And bring it up to his face. Speak again, clearly.
So what is this wasp? A sign from a god or just some stupid bug? If you want to find out, you're going to have to listen next time.